Johan Liebert didn't raise his voice. He didn't need to. He walked into chaos, and it bent around him. He didn't control people with fists. He controlled their fears, their desires, even their thoughts. One glance, one word. That's all it took. He made people destroy themselves while thanking him for it. If you're tired of being predictable, if you crave the power to see through people and own every room you walk into, then keep watching, because this is how to become more than human. This is how to become a monster among men. Johan Liebert didn't win with strength, he won with understanding. He mastered the deepest, darkest truth of human nature. Everyone has a weak point. Not just one. We're walking contradictions. Buried fears, quiet insecurities, hidden desires we don't even admit to ourselves. And Johan could see them all. He didn't need to raise his voice. He didn't need to fight. He watched, he listened, and he waited. To walk like Johan, you need to see people not as they appear, but as they really are. You need to study human behavior like a machine. Watch what makes people flinch. Notice what they avoid. Observe what they chase, but can't explain. And most importantly, listen to what they don't say. People expose themselves in silence more than in speech. Their body language, their hesitations, their glances, all give them away. The moment you learn to decode it, if you don't just understand them, you own them. That's what Johan did. He didn't play the game. He built the board and moved the pieces. He wasn't reacting. He was orchestrating. And if you want that level of control, if you want to become unreadable and start reading the world like a blueprint, this is where it begins. Truth is optional. Outcomes are not. In Johan's world, facts are flexible, but results are absolute. To deceive like him, you don't just lie. You sculpt realities. You design a world so convincing, people will defend it for you. To master deception, you must become a phantom, seen by all, understood by none. Here's what you need to do. Lie without blinking, not just with words, but with body language, silence, and confidence. A lie doesn't need to be loud. It needs to feel like truth's twin. Play roles that fit your mission. Become who they need you to be. A savior, a victim, a friend, a mirror. The key is not truth, it's usefulness. Invent realities that people willingly believe. People don't want the truth. They want comfort. They want meaning. So give it to them on your terms. Make the fake feel familiar. Make the story feel safe. Let them trap themselves in your illusion. And here's the killer detail. Every sentence you speak must drip with conviction. Every silence must feel deliberate. Because the moment you seem unsure, you lose control. Deception isn't just a tool. It's an art form. And the greatest artists? They don't paint what's real. They paint what you want to see. Power doesn't belong to the loudest. It belongs to the calmest. To the one who can stare chaos in the face and not blink. If you want to control others, you must first conquer yourself. Detach. Don't react when they insult you. Don't flinch when they betray you. Don't break when the world tries to shake you. Why? Because every time you react emotionally, you give them control. Emotions are not your identity. They're your weapons. You use them when you want. You hide them when you must. Never let anyone read your mind through your face. This is where monsters rise. In silence, in strategy, in surgical precision. Stay cold, stay composed. Feel the fire inside you, but let your face be ice. while they panic, while they spiral. You observe, you analyze, you move with intention. That's how monsters win. Not by being ruthless with others, but by being unshakable within. Master this, and no one will ever have power over you again. Manipulation isn't evil. It's misunderstood. It's not about being cruel. It's about being effective. When done right, manipulation isn't control. It's precision. It's the ability to get exactly what you want without begging, fighting, or forcing. This is the skill, the weak fear, and the powerful master. Every person you meet has a button, a hidden switch. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's validation. Maybe it's the desire to feel important, safe, admired, or feared. Tactical manipulation is about identifying that button and pressing it when it matters most. Real power doesn't raise its voice. It whispers and people obey without even realizing why. If you truly want to walk the path Johan Liebert walked, you need to learn leverage, timing, and subtle control. You need to move people like pieces on a chessboard without ever touching the board. That's why I created the Machiavellian Tactics, a ruthless guide with 48 psychological strategies used by emperors, cult leaders, intelligence agents, CEOs, and monsters alike. These are not theories. These are battle-tested tactics. Once you know them, you'll see the world differently. You'll spot manipulation before it hits you. And better yet, you'll know how to hit first. If you're not ready, don't click. Control the game, or be played by it. Johan never rushed. He never acted from impulse. Every move was part of a larger design. He didn't just react to the world, he rewrote it. While others panicked, he observed. While they argued, he listened. While they chased chaos, he designed outcomes. To think like Johan, you must detach from the moment. Zoom out, see the battlefield, not just the next step, but the entire war. Ask yourself, what is their weakness? What do they think I'll do? What's the move they'll never see coming? You must train your mind to calculate probabilities, not emotions. Replace instinct with intention. Replace reaction with precision. Johan didn't just play chess, he was the chessboard. He positioned every piece long before his enemies realized they were in the game. This is what makes monsters untouchable. They don't fight battles, they end them before they even begin. And every single decision whispers the same question. What's the long game? And how do I win it without lifting a finger? Even allies can turn. In fact, it's usually the ones closest to you who strike the deepest. Never confuse shared goals with loyalty. Never assume someone won't betray you just because they haven't yet. People don't need a reason to switch sides. They'll do it out of fear, envy, ego, or worse, opportunity. The truth? Most people are loyal only until it's inconvenient. That's not pessimism. That's power. That's reality. To become like Johan, you must live with this truth at your core. Anyone can be turned. Anyone can be broken. And because of that, your survival depends on one thing: preparation. Here's how you protect your empire. Always have a plan B and a silent plan C. Trust slowly. Verify ruthlessly. Design your system so that if anyone betrays you, they lose more than they gain. Reward loyalty, but never rely on it. Cultivate allegiance with fear or deep respect. Love fades. Power doesn't. Your mind must be your fortress. Your presence must be your armor. Be so unreadable that no one knows how to attack. Be so unshakable that even betrayal becomes irrelevant. Be hard to deceive. harder to destroy. This is how you dominate in a world built on lies. This isn't about becoming evil. It's about becoming untouchable. The world doesn't reward kindness. It rewards strategy. You can either be the piece or the player. You can live hoping people won't hurt you, or you can become someone they wouldn't dare to cross. Use these tools with precision, not recklessness. Don't become a monster for chaos. Become one for control, for protection, for dominance. Johan Liebert didn't scream for power. He whispered, and the world obeyed. He knew the most dangerous person in any room is the one no one sees coming. Master silence, master strategy. Rule with a ghost hand and a lion's will. Because to rule loudly is to be feared, but to rule quietly is to be untouchable. You just unlocked the monster mindset, where we don't just think deeper, we think darker, because power is a mindset.